Good morning. St. Peter Chrysologus, whose feast we celebrate today, got a nickname. I guess the thing about a nickname is like who gives it to you, like whether it'll stick or it can be. But the Empress, apparently at the time, and he was Bishop of Ravenna in like the 400s, and she was like, let's call him Chrysologus, which means golden worded. In that he was famous. In fairness, there are preachers in the history of the church who are famous and well regarded, who have a lot to say and talk a lot. But Chrysologus was famous in a way, like that golden worded title was given to him because he didn't say a lot. And but when he spoke, his words were clear and beautiful and helpful in helping people to understand the word. So if you struggle with preachers who seem to like to hear themselves talk, can't looking in a mirror sometimes, but we want to, maybe pray to Peter that they might be a little more concise and clear in their exposition of the word. I should probably strike up a devotion hymn today. Anyway, and there are actually some of his sermons that are still extant. But the thing that struck me about the scriptures we're given today is this calendar of feasts that the holy people of God were given as an aid to stay close to the Lord. And I think for us, we're in a culture that's got a kind of a dialogue going on about what to celebrate right now, and what not to celebrate and how to celebrate it. And it's important. What we celebrate, especially collectively, is very important, as it forms the heart in ways that words from a preacher don't. You can say a lot, but it's the body, it's the money, the pocketbook, it's where, it's the walking, it's all those things. Not eating, that forge a connection to the thing. 4th of July, fireworks, hot dogs, hamburgers, parades, wearing red, white, and blue stuff. Very much a cultural high holiday for our nation. And when people attack those holidays and say things about them and make us feel like bad about them, can undermine our piety that we should appropriately have to our nation. But more importantly, the feasts of the church, especially the highest ones, are ones that we need to really live in our families, live in our even out beyond our families, so that we can hold on to our faith. It's strange that we need feasts to help our faith, but we do. The way we celebrate Christmas aids the faith, the preparation, even the gift stuff can be an aid. Like we're gonna be preparing for this holiday, and it's beautiful how the music, even a lot of it secular, permeates the culture in December. Even though that's technically Advent, it's still, if we allow ourselves to really prepare and then celebrate, we can help our faith in the incarnation of Jesus. And that's why for probably 1,000 years, the church looked at every sort of Friday, Saturday, Sunday as this sort of mini Triduum, where we fasted on Friday. Realistically, no, we just abstained from meat on most Fridays. We didn't fast, sorry. And then, Sunday, we celebrate. Fast, a no and a yes. And we would do that for major feasts as well, like Immaculate Conception, St. John the Baptist. You would have a day where you wouldn't eat meat the day before, and then you could celebrate. And I think the church law doesn't demand these things anymore. We're supposed to we're supposed to abstain from meat on Friday all year long, or something else in its place except in Lent. So it's important to do some act of penance on most Fridays. But there's a personal dynamic to that that's less educational than it might have been at the time. But we can still create in our families these solemn dynamics of fasting and feasting, of no and then yes, to help interiorize the glory of our faith, the reality of the incarnation of Jesus, the fact that he didn't stay dead. Every week, we're sorrowful, at least in some small way on Friday, and we celebrate on Sunday. So let's ask for the grace as we ponder the education that we receive in our bodies through fasting and feasting, through sacrifice and festival, that we might consider how to maybe plan out our next year, since we're kind of in that quiet time from a celebratory standpoint, to deepen our engagement with the gift of the feast that we do receive as Catholics. So much for being not windy. St. Peter Chrysologus.